welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. So it's taken me a while to pluck up the courage to film this video because in all honesty I'm still really sad about it and the whole situation and what happened, and yeah, I'm just gutted. Every time I think about it I get really sad.
I can't see you getting leaky eyes.
I'm not getting leaky eyes, Parker.
I can't see you starting.
Every time I go to film this video I start crying, so Parker's told me I'm not allowed to get leaky eyes and I'm not allowed to cry. Mummy's not crying, baby. Mummy's okay today. If there's lots of noise in the background, the kids are just playing. Parker's over there doing...
And we're just helping the injured bird a minute.
We helped the injured birdie, didn't we?
Yeah,
Sissy's playing there. So yeah, anyway, I want to explain. I know a couple of people have asked for this video and have asked kind of what happened with Copper. So yeah, I thought I would just update you today and let you know. So basically, we adopted Copper from somebody who messaged us on Facebook. Now, this isn't the right way to go about adopting a dog. I was warned by my mother-in-law and sister-in-law that, you know, people don't always tell the truth and they could well be lying, which it turns out they were. But, you know, I was so desperate to get a new dog, or to get a dog, that I just kind of went on and did it anyway, and now obviously I'm paying for that. So yeah, anyway, we finally decided that we were ready to adopt a dog. So I started looking around online because it was the whole situation with the coronavirus. Adopting a dog from a shelter or a rescue was just out of the question. I had a look at puppies on like Pets for Homes and Gumtree, but honestly the price of dogs in lockdown shot up sky high. I'm still looking around now for our forever dog and we just can't afford it at the moment. It's way out of our budget. But anyway, I put a post on a Facebook dog adoption site just saying that, you know, we were ready to adopt a dog, we wanted a small breed, and yeah, just to let us know if you had anything. And after about a week I had an inbox message from a lady on Facebook basically saying that she had this dog, a Beagle, Copper. It was a lovely dog, but unfortunately due to them both losing their own business with the coronavirus, they both had to go out and get full-time jobs, so they could no longer oh sorry, I'm gonna sneeze.
I can't see you getting leaky eyes, Dick.
I am not getting leaky eyes, I've got a sneeze. Parker. So basically they no longer had the time, and yeah, basically they no longer had the time to spend with Copper and the time that he needed. So they basically said they were just looking for a new home for him. He was a lovely dog, he got on well with their 3 children, he was a pleasure to be around, and yeah. Okay, and everything sounded great, and I just thought, oh, you know, we saw pictures. Now, he was a little bit larger than what we wanted. I was kind of looking for something like a cockapoo size, poodle size, you know, something not too big, Shih Tzu. So he was a little bit bigger than what we were looking for, but I am not swearing. Shih Tzu is a type of dog, it's not a swear word. It's a Shih Tzu. So anyway, everything sounded great. He was a bit bigger than what we wanted, but looking at the pictures and talking to them more and more, we just fell in love with him. So we went and adopted him. We went to pick him up. We paid for him. Yeah, we brought him home and he was just amazing. Obviously, you may or may not have seen the video that I did where we got all excited, where we were buying his new bed and his new dog toys, and when we went to pick him up and when we brought him home, and everything was great. So for the first week things went really well. He settled in really well. We were taking him out on 2 or 3 walks a day. He was absolutely loving life. He was crate trained. He slept every night in his crate. So yeah, we took him out for 2 free walks every day. He slept in his crate. At night time, we just had to say night, and he would run upstairs and jump in his crate, and he was well happy. He would sleep for 12 hours straight. You wouldn't hear from him. He was amazing. After about the first week, when he started settling in, things started to change a little bit. He started to go a bit hyper, and he started to get really weird around the kids' toys and possessions and stuff, and he started to get really possessive. So there was a couple occasions during that week where he would rob something of the kids, or he would rob the TV remote, and we would try our hardest to get it off him, and he would just go mental if we went near him to take it off him. There was an occasion that week where he had the TV remote, and my husband tried to get the TV remote off of him, and he snapped at my husband, and my husband said to me, you know, we need to be really careful around him because he's starting to get snappy and really possessive. So yeah, Dan said obviously we need to keep a close eye on him because he went for him, and he was scared that he was going to bite one of the children. So fast forward to the next morning, I was upstairs getting ready, and Parker was downstairs with Copper. And the next thing I know, Parker runs upstairs screaming and crying that the dogs bit him. So yeah, he was just in a bit of a state that the dog bit his arm. So obviously I don't really know what happened because I wasn't down there, but I think Parker said that the dog tried to get did he try to get one of your toys or the water bottle?
My brand new big water bottle, he had it in his mouth.
Yeah.
He was trying to break it in pieces.
Yeah.
And if it broke really good, if it broke real, and then a sharp piece, if he ate the sharp piece, it could have had his throat open.
Okay, buddy. So yeah.
And I don't want a dead, stinky dog in there.
All right, darling. So yeah, he was trying to chew up Parker's brand new water bottle, and Parker was trying to get it off him. He managed to get it off him, but Copper bit him. So obviously I was just like, oh my god, I can't have a dog in the house that's going to bite. After this happened, during the rest of that day, obviously I kept a really close eye on him, and I was like, what do? I don't know what to do. And he just become a different dog. He went from being like a chilled out, really nice, gentle boy to just being crazy. Like, it's so hard to explain, but he was just crazy. In the end, I had to keep him in a crate a lot that day, because whenever we let him out the crate, he would just go for one of the toys or go for something that he shouldn't have, and we just couldn't get it off him. And anyway, Dan come home from work and saw Parker's arm, and we were like, we cannot keep a dog in the house that we cannot trust around the kids. We just can't do it. And over the next couple of days, whilst we were deciding what to do, we kept letting Copper out of his crate, but he was just, it was kind of like he was possessed. After that incident, it was just like he turned into a different dog. And yeah, we just decided that this wasn't the best home for him. So I started looking around at what we could do and where we could go and if we could rehome him. And I thought to myself, I wondered if there was a breed specific place for him. And this is when I come across the Beagle Society. So they're up in the kind of the Midlands. They're about a 3-hour drive away from us. And I started talking to the lady at the Beagle Society, and we were talking back and forth. And she basically said that, you know, it's not our fault, but she also doesn't think it's the dog's fault. She just thinks that he's in the wrong home. And Beagles are kind of like a very specialist dog. You need to know a lot about the breed. And because they're a hunting dog and they're a hound, they basically see anything that they kind of get, like a kid's toy or a remote or anything like that, they see as their possession and that they want it and it's theirs. And that's when you start kind of getting the behaviour. So she basically said to take him up to her, and she would kind of look at him for a week and see if he needed any training or whatever, but she was sure that he didn't. He just needed the right home for him without young children. So yeah, we ended up taking him there basically. So we yeah, we rehomed him to the Beagle Society. So obviously it was a really hard decision to make, but we knew after that incident that he wasn't suitable for our home. Going back to the people that we adopted him from, after all this happened, I emailed them and I said, you know, did Copper ever show signs of aggression? Did he ever kind of go crazy? Because his temperament just seems to have changed. And the lady wrote me back and she basically said, oh, I'm so sorry. I was hoping that he would behave for you. But over the last couple of months, he's been a nightmare and we've kept him in his crate 24 hours a day. And there was me thinking, why on earth did you not tell us that before we adopted him? Because I would never ever have taken a dog on knowing that he was a nightmare dog and that he was being kept in his crate. And she said about with possessions that he kept stealing stuff, he wouldn't give it back, and that he was snappy. And I just thought, wow, what an absolute idiot, letting a dog like that go to a family with young children. And she knew I had young children too. And safe to say I was absolutely fuming about that. So basically she just had a dog that she couldn't cope with, that obviously needed more than they could give, and instead of obviously looking for a breed specific place or somewhere to take him, she just thought that she would put him up for sale and just say that he was fine. So yeah, absolutely raging about that, to be honest. So yeah, we paid out money for him, which we don't, it is cruel. So we paid out money for him, which obviously things like that happen, but now we're back to square one where we have no dog and very little money to get one. So yeah, obviously I'm still really annoyed about the whole thing because we loved Copper. We brought him home, he was such a good dog, but obviously he had a lot of issues that we didn't know about. So but yeah, anyway, we've decided that we still want a dog, but we're gonna go for a puppy. I think a puppy that... Sissy! Oh, my sweetie boy! Is you getting tired or something? We want a puppy, don't we? I think a puppy would be better. A little dog that grows up around the children, that knows the children, that knows all the noises and sound will be a lot better. Our only problem is that because of the coronavirus and because of lockdown, the prices of puppies at the moment have absolutely shot through the roof. And obviously we're out of pocket because we paid for Copper. We spent a lot of money on his new bed and his toys and collars and seatbelt harnesses and things like that. And then obviously we made the 6-hour drive to drop him off to the Beagle Society, so we had to go 3 hours up, 3 hours back, and yeah, so we're quite out of pocket. So unfortunately our budget at the moment is quite small. We're looking for a small dog. We want something like the size of a toy poodle, Shih Tzu, Cockapoo, King Charles Cavalier, something along those lines. So yeah, we're just keeping our eyes open at the moment, but because our budget is so small, there isn't anything around. So yeah, we're really gutted at the moment because the kids loved having a dog here. We obviously loved having a dog back. We loved taking them out for walks, but it just didn't work out. So yeah, if you know of anyone selling any puppies or anything, let us know. But yeah, hopefully someday soon we will update you when we hopefully get our little doggy. But yeah, anyway, that's what happened with Copper. We are gutted. I am really gutted. I'm still gutted. I just absolutely loved having a dog around the house. And yeah, anyway, I'm not going to go into it because I'm starting to get emotional. So yeah, anyway, that's all for today. If you've got any questions, pop them down below in the comments and I will get back to you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.